last 2 chapters, and I'm speeding through this faster than a DBZ Abridged episode. By which I mean an early episode. Woo! Goku stared at his son through the white haze of snow. As a hazy shade of winter. So this is Gohan suggested. He had been holding back. Strange thing was, he wasn't too sure why he was doing so. Because I like to hold back and give my enemies a chance to actually show their strength, so that way I gauge how fast how much I need to pull out in order to fight them. I mean, it's not that hard, Mr. Narrator. Hello? Okay. How did you know? How did you know I was holding back? When it comes to sensing ki, you and Piccolo trained me exceptionally well. That's how I can also tell Oob had already surpassed Kid Buu. You surpassed Oob. I asked why you were still training him if you already exceeded him, but to be honest, I don't really care to hear the answer. Yeah, actually, I kind of want to know. That's kind of how Goku's character. If he's already felt like he's taught Oob everything he has, then he should move on. That's kind of who Goku is. Again, you are trying really, really hard to jack in this drama. You are hoping and praying that everybody is stupid enough to follow you. And the problem is, everybody is. I want you to come battle me at full power. No reservations. The fact that this come to life makes me prove you now more than ever. Unnecessary for you to live this kind of life. A life of training. A life of... what kind of life are you talking about? A life of training Oob. Okay, I can stop that. I mean, a life of training. But I like to train. It keeps me healthy. No, I mean, I like to train for battle and to protect... Well, I was doing that. No. I mean, I'd like to train... No. It is unnecessary for you to live this kind of life. What kind of life? A life of training. But I need to train to keep healthy. No. I train to keep fighting so that way you can protect the Earth. But I can train on the side just like you. Ah! Gohan watched, arms crossed. You know I would never ask this of a true enemy. He shouted over his father's grunts. I would not make the same mistakes that both of us made in the past. Yes, you would. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, you would. No, I wouldn't. Yes, you would. No, I would not. Yes, you would. Come on. If this were an enemy to come to Earth, I would take them down quickly, no hesitation. And that's it, folks. That's all she wrote. This is no longer Gohan. This is no longer a DBZ character. This is no longer the Gohan we know and love. This is the author. This is what the author thinks Gohan should be. This is the author taking away every bit of Gohan that he disliked, hated, or thought was unnecessary to prove his moral, and left behind this shell. Gohan no longer has Piccolo's gi. Gohan is suddenly telekinetic now. And now, he just said he would kill an enemy quickly with no hesitation. Now I know what you're thinking. But shouldn't he? What if the enemy was under control? What if the enemy was doing this because they had no choice? What if the enemy was truly doing this because he had a message? What if the enemy was holding back? I mean, you could say, "Aha! I took you out with no hesitation. Aha, Frieza! I beat you." I'm going to use first form Frieza for this. Aha! Oh, yes, you have defeated me. Now I can walk away. Boom! Let's go again. What? I took you down with no hesitation! How could this be? Oh! Frieza then jabs him in the gut. Tails lifts him before firing a death beam into his heart. Maybe if you allowed me to power up, you would have actually been able to gauge at how strong I really was. But instead, you fought me with no hesitation, without thinking through your plan. Even your father's stronger than you, boy. By the way, favorite Frieza actor? Martin. Lil Kuribo's still my favorite Frieza. Japanese is Ryusei Nakako. God, that man can sound intimidating. The only reason I'm asking you to power up is to show you I can beat you, even at your— Oh! Goku punts Gohan hard in the chest. I'm sorry, were you supposed to let the word go? Yes, Goku, I was trying to tell you to go. When did you power up to SSJ3? While you were talking, and while Legendbringer was discussing why you're no longer the true Gohan. I am a true Gohan! I am this narrator's version of Gohan! I'm strong! Oh! Goku punched Gohan in the face. Then, how come you're not speaking in big words? Gohan always speaks in big words to trick me. Look, I am a better Gohan than Canon. Why? Because today, I am a man. Gohan races towards Goku, which Goku simply sidesteps. Really? Because Vegeta keeps calling you a whiny female dog. I am not a bitch! Then you are whiny. Yes, I am whiny! So this is what it's like. Look, I'm a better Gohan because I'm going to show you that you don't have to throw away family life to train, which I do most of the time. I mean, I trained with you for those 3 years. I trained with you for 4 years. I trained with you guys around, and I was able to split up time for most of my life, and I was able to do that for 7 years. Well, I mean for the times you weren't here. But what about all the times I was here? Okay, I'm going to knee you hard. Gohan comes at Goku with a knee, and Goku manages to duck. Just as soon as Gohan does a snap roundhouse, Goku gets back up and proceeds to deliver 3 quick punches into him, and... Hey... Is Goku only going SSJ here? Let's see. Both watches to continue power for 30 seconds, at least one follow yell. Followers starting on the ground below, surrounded by a golden roar. His muscles have increased in size, he looked more menacing than before. Suppressing his ki, a deep within him, yellow aura like a fire began to glow. Excuse me, I gotta check something. Okay, I just checked the previous chapter. He is in SSJ3 mode. I'm sorry, but this author cannot write a DBC fight scene to save his life. I mean, it just feels so uninteresting and disconnected. I mean, maybe if this was done, better, I could expect it to be, done well, but I can't really explain it. It's like this author only wants to focus on 2 key attacks and just move on. Then again, I think I know what it is. While Goku and Gohan are fighting over here, let me point it out to you. Suddenly Goku appeared from the thick snowfall like a fish emerging from dark water. It caught Gohan by complete surprise, leaving him no time to block an elbow aimed for his face. It was a good hit Goku got in him during their fight, and the Saiyan quickly took advantage of it. As the sun was sent flying up towards from the strike, he quickly came around his side, kicking him in the ribs, chasing the younger man's perception. With great speed, he once again caught up with him, all his force, he proceeded to knee Gohan in the back, sending him rocketing skyward. The momentum was good enough. See, that's what I'm kind of getting at. It's just a few short blows. There's no rhythm to it. There's no feel. I can't really get a good image of where we all are. I mean, Goku elbows Gohan in the face and he goes upwards. Unless he did an upward strike with an elbow, I don't see how that works. But then he should have said elbowed him in the chin. By saying elbow him in the face, I'm seeing elbow strike towards the nose from a horizontal angle. Or even at a downward strike, not upwards. Upwards would go for that. But Goku's not the type of guy I would see to go for an elbow blow. And while Gohan's flying up in midair, and then using a roundhouse and then knee him, these three strikes just feel so bland. Like, somehow, it's not really connecting with me on this whole entire scene. Even doing an exclamation point of, "The warm-up was definitely over!" doesn't really make me feel like this fight is doing it for me. And when you're doing a DBZ fight, if you can't get me into the battle and making me feel like there's something there, I'm just not interested in the battle. It just feels like emptiness. Pure, unexplored emptiness. Hey Goku, how's your fight with Gohan going while I'm proceeding to describe why this fight is boring? Pretty good. I mean, Gohan's now at SSJ2 in his mystic form. Yeah. Even though the Elder Kai told me not to. I don't know why. I told you why. The Elder Kai is a complete moron, waste of space, who doesn't understand you as a character. He underestimates Super Saiyans. He's stuck in this one mindset. And he wants to put all these rules because he thinks that's the way it works. Basically, he was worthless. They said approximately 5 meters from a party on a rugged terrain that served as their battlefield. The snow was starting to let up, giving it a clear view of each other. Goku stood up straight. You know, real Gohan would have actually had me on the ropes. I am the real Gohan. No, you're not. The real Gohan would have at least outsmarted a few of my attacks. The real Gohan would have at least made me, sweat a little. I haven't even begun to sweat. Must be the antiperspirant. But you exceeded my expectations, fake Gohan. I'm proud of you. Stop it! Nearly 20 years ago, you stood at the same location. Boom! Goku puts Gohan in the face again. Gohan, I've always told you the rule is if you had time to talk, you had time to get punched! Kakarot! Can I take over? But Vegeta, you already kicked his whiny butt. I want to turn! No. I think I can finish this sooner. Oh, come on. He's just doing nothing but whining and crying all the time. Say! And now he's powering up for his attack. What? Go! Me! Uh-oh. Time for this rear to teleport far away from the sidelines. Yeah, I know it's a transmission, so what? depending on what multiverse I'm in, I can actually obey to the rules of the story. That's one of the things I could do as a live reader. Be right back. I gotta go. Come here, Yeti. Anyway, yeah, I can use this to transmission. That's one of the things I could do as a live reader. It's just that my magic and powers change depending on what world I'm in. I can't really use my magic, my druid magic everywhere. For some odd reason, whenever I'm doing a live read in the DBZ world, my druid magic is very subdued. I can't even do so much as a little plant trick. But I can instant transmit, and I can fire a teeny tiny key beam. I just prefer to sit back and read the stories around here and watch the fanfic fights. Damn it! The Demi-Saiyan swore under his breath, forcing more power into his attack to counteract how the gain his father made. Gohan's body was draining itself at a rate now faster than Goku. Also, his beam was getting closer to his opponent, traveling at a painstaking low rate. Goku then went SSJ Blue. Wait, what? No, wait! Time out! What? What is it, Gohan? Look, this fanfic was made before Battle of the Gods, before Resurrection F. Okay? Can you not insert all the things Goku could do as of, I don't know, Super? Please! Let's just keep him down to Dragon Ball Z levels, okay? No 4, no SSJ Blue, and definitely no Ultra Instinct. Okay, but you're not really fighting me at my best. I don't care. If I fight you at Ultra Instinct, I'm dead! Alright, fine. I'll stick with SSG 3. Mr. No Fun. I'm still gonna call you Mr. No Fun. Gohan felt the force added that Goku delivered into his attack. No. He told himself, the circumference is too large. I wouldn't be able to fly out of the way fast enough. Kamehameha was now 3/4 of the way to him and quickly running out of time. Victory seemed imminent for Goku. That's when it came to him. An idea! That's it! He exclaimed, but do I have enough time? His plan was going to take away some of his power momentarily. In doing so, the Kamehameha was going to approach at a faster rate than he could risk being hit before he could perform his alternate attack. Mind Racing tried to estimate his plan would work. In a split second, he decided that thinking about it would only waste time and simply had to go for it. Closed eyes began to concentrate. As he did so, the Masenko began to lose some of his power, making Goku's Kamehameha advance on him. With intense concentration, Gohan located the exact point his father was standing. Easier said than done, given the amount of energy surrounding him. Once he had his exact position, he focused surrounding the environment. Pick one too small, and you could miss him. Pick one too large, and take away too much energy, keeping the Kamehameha from hurting you. That one. Suddenly behind Goku, a boulder shifted from a pile of rubble to mountain cracks before. Come on, Gohan thought as he sensed his father's attack, getting dangerously close to him. Almost there. While he was oblivious of what was going behind him, he felt his attack about his target. One more effort, Gohan was able to withdraw half a meter boulder from amongst the rubble and have it floating stationary. But by now, Goku's attack was only a meter from him. That's it! As Goku prepared for a resulting non-lethal explosion his Kamehameha was about to make, Gohan, you see his TK, flung the boulder towards his father. Time to seem slowed down as Gohan contemplated which attack would hit first. Father's Kamehameha or his own telekinesis trick. Well, his father Kamehameha 7 meters away from him, Goku feels well, but he felt something harsh. The jagged edge of a rock hitting the back of his head. The blow caused him to immediately lose complete control of his Kamehameha and served to knock him headfirst into the oncoming Masenko attack. What? Who's that? Hey. Oh, hi there. Okay, Vic. I'm calling a no on this. This just proved that Gohan is a dirty, no-good, low-down cheat. Congratulations, Gohan. You just proven that the only way you could possibly beat any opponent stronger than you is to hope and pray that there's some rubble you can use TK with. But I won! No, you didn't. You got lucky. You got lucky with an attack. Anybody could hope and pray that there's a rock behind him. Twilight could. So what are you going to do when fighting Beerus? Or even not just Frieza. What about Lord Beerus?
Yes, what about me?
Gohan trembles. No, wait. I just asked. No super references.
I'm technically from Bell of Gods. So, apparently you are so powerful that you can do that? Then, how about me?
No. Beerus, please.
No, wait. What am I doing?
Gohan stands up. This is a perfect time for me to do this. Goku looks amazed. Do what, Gohan? Prove to you that you don't need to sacrifice everything. Because I am better than Lord Beerus. I can poop!
My, what a whiner. You're lucky this planet still has some delicious food. Otherwise, I would have wiped the rest of it out.
Lord Beerus, I hope you enjoyed that treat Pinkie Pie gave you, but, can we have that fake Gohan back?
Alright, fine. Please bring him back.
With all attention, Lord Beerus. Bloop! There. Now don't waste a second time with a nitty. I really don't like you, fake Gohan. 'Cause you are such a twit. As with Zone, that might have worked with Goku. That type of dirty trick might have worked with Goku. But there's so many people who wouldn't have fallen for that and would have destroyed that brick. You lost fair and square. Deal with it. Well, I still beat him. Now I can do my end speech. Fine. Go ahead, Gohan. Do your end speech. I will. I never understood why you put training ahead of your family. But I shared it equally whenever I was there. I mean, you see me do that. I was doing push-ups in the same room with you. Well, of all my battles, the most painful experience I ever had were you left us. You never seem to seek all alternatives, either one way or the other. But today I show you can have it both ways. I've tried to do that, but you keep failing. Well, but spending time with my family has made me stronger. Simply been beating them. Instead, I found a balance, fulfilling both my roles as a fighter and a family man. I'll continue to train. I'll continue to get stronger. That way, if Earth's ever threatened again, I'll be there to defend the ones I love. Because if you have learned anything from this experience, be it this. They're more important to me than my family and friends, and I'll do everything in my power to protect them. So, when Goten moves out of college, I don't have to stick with that. No! I'm trying to tell you to stop your training with a little bit, go home. Okay. No longer have the reason to keep training at the intensity you have been.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I do. Why? Because my father... What was that? Oh! About that, Gohan. Yeah, apparently Trixie had it up to here with all this bitching and whining from you. So, Trixie brought in a version of Gohan that was close to canon as we could get. Thanks to this little bitty planeswalker ring. Well, what reason does he have to be?
To surpass you.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I always train. So I can surpass my limits. That's why anybody trains, really. To keep healthy, to keep training, to be stronger, and to make sure that they surpass the limits they have for tomorrow. It's a perfectly natural thing. Well, your stamina suffered from your age! Really? Because it didn't feel like it. Felt like I was keeping up with you and I almost defeated you with that Kamehameha. That's because you have Dad. Me? I can't forgive my dad for everything he's done. What? You don't get it, do you, Gohan? I understand why my dad left us several of the times. First of all, he died. What could I do? Second of all, there could have been several reasons why he didn't come back from Frieza. Maybe he was too badly injured. Maybe he wasn't thinking. So what? I got to catch up on my studies. Well, you surely had to have been, in trauma from all that. The only thing I was in trauma was because a teacher was slapping me in the back with a whip, and that's only in a filler. Well, what about him just leaving you for about 2 years? It happens. I mean, he came back. I mean, I'd rather have him alive and healthy rather than, not knowing where he is. But, Cell, certainly Cell is the problem. He left you for 7 years. Yeah. And that was my fault. If I had been smarter, rather than giving into the rage and anger, I would have moved on. I would have been happy. But you're doing something I was always scared of. You were doing something I was afraid of becoming. A monster wrapped in anger and rage that I could never forgive anybody. I would blame everything but me. All because I wanted to give in to that anger. And yeah, I'll admit I was a little annoyed that Dad left during the Budokai, but you know what I realized? Just as I thought he was going to come back in about a month or so. Well, why are you more traumatized? Because I moved on. I'm an adult now. I don't need Dad to be here 24/7. Hell, I'm surprised Mom and Dad didn't get a divorce ages ago. I mean, it's obvious that we're not good for each other. Well, I suppose that makes more sense. You are doing nothing that I would. No! Gohan stands up, going back to SSJ2. I'm better than you! No, you're not. I'm smarter! No, you're not. Oh, yeah? Prove it! Show how you can defeat me! Fine. I'll do it in one punch. Oh, shoot. Goku can't help but smile. Oh, I'm gonna love this. Says you, Goku! I gotta read this story! Guys, I hope you don't mind, but I missed the transmitting. Go far away here, back to the studio. Pshoo! Gohan's eyes narrow as he continues to let out a yell. The fake Gohan backs up in utter horror. What is that? Beast mode. Something you'll never achieve. Because you're too wrapped up in your fears and trauma and hate. Me, on the other hand, I'm what you could be, but never will achieve. And at last, Beast Gohan punches out fake Gohan with one strike. And then walks away. Well, might as well finish the rest of this fic with one line with the ending narration. From that point, before things had changed, Gohan no longer dwelled on his past. Thanks in pain he felt from his childhood had been expelled during his fight with his father. Type of resolution for all those years of suffering. It had needed to be said and done. It needed to be done. Likewise, these scenes for Goku as he took his son's advice. He held a training with Oob, for whom he could teach nothing more. Dedicated his time to family and friends. He was still trained, but wasn't so fierce as it had been in the past. That's a load of bullshit. Always with Goten for Ender, Vegeta, and Trunks. And no matter what, at the end of every day, he would end up home. He realized soon it was where he belonged. He was actually happy for it. He was fine with friends and family, but except for one detail. One detail involved both men. It was like they had to find last time they saw each other. Each would attended their own lives, but they were indeed separate lives to be lived. It was something Gohan wanted, because no matter what happened, he would no longer trust his father, because sometimes time does not heal all wounds. There can simply be no forgiveness. What a load of bullshit! This fic. I'm sorry to say, but I really don't like it. You know, it's a different kind of hate I have for this fic than for, say, a Mike and Story or a Reality Check. Because, objectively, Reality Check is bad. Because people can agree, you know, the misogyny, the waste of characters, the overuse of politics. These are things that can be naturally agreed upon. Conversely, we can all agree on why Mike and fics are bad. But this story is bad on a different reason. It's one that you can't really agree it's bad because on the one hand, there's nothing to be bad. We have Gohan finally letting loose. We have Gohan embracing his trauma. We have Gohan going off and going, yeah! We have Goku suffering for the crimes that we think he needs to suffer for. And it's well written. And the fights, if you actually can feel better about these and aren't as experienced in fighting as I am, can be interesting. But that doesn't go away from personal opinion. You can sit me down and try to tell me that Citizen Kane or Full Metal Jacket are great films with plenty of raw drama, heart-wrenching emotions, and everything else in between. You can tell me that. But I've never seen Citizen Kane, and I'm afraid to, because I'm afraid I'm not going to like it. And Full Metal Jacket, I have seen it. And the only part I like is the first half. I barely remember the second part. I can't sit through a Quentin Tarantino flick. And that's okay. All those are good films. But that does not hide away that if you're a person who can't enjoy these, as far as you're concerned, you can't like them. And that's the way it is with me in this story. Because it just hits me different. And I understand the themes. I can appreciate the themes of non-forgiveness, of hatred, dealing with your trauma, of trying to move on and trying to face off against your inner demons. Ooh. But for me, somebody who's gone on to say that Dragon Ball is his comfort anime, I can't. Remember what I said at the beginning. This is my comfort anime. Because I don't like talking about this. I don't like talking about the themes and things like that. Because I feel like I'm one of the few people who appreciate Dragon Ball for what it is. Just mindless fun. It's a gag manga with a little bit of adventure and fighting in there. Oh sure, the fights are cool and you get the cool power-ups and stuff like that. But in the end of the day, it's still a story about a guy who likes to train and likes to do the big battles. Yeah, sometimes you can be enjoying the characters for being awesome, and yeah, I have favorite characters, but that's it. I know I've gone on about how much I hate Chi-Chi, but in the end, I'm hating a character whose main gag is to be that overbearing mother. Her joke is she's an overbearing mother who wants only for her son to succeed. See, So he's practically a parody of some of these overbearing Japanese mothers. Guarantee you, kids who read the manga or watch the anime and saw anime Chi-Chi were probably laughing their heads off, thinking, oh yeah, that's my mom. And we're probably shocked about Bulma. Do you know why Yamcha gets plowed so often and gets screwed over? Because that's his joke. He's the handsome, debonair, awesome anime character who gets beaten. In any other anime, he'd be one of the maids. But he gets beaten for it. That's the joke. The reason why I hate Elder Kai isn't just because of all the other things I despise about him, but because his joke's not funny. Kaioshin is a moron. That's the joke. I don't go to Dragon Ball for these things. I go to Dragon Ball to laugh. Like I said, I had fallen out of Dragon Ball for a few years because I was getting annoyed by a lot of things and just decided to move on. Then I watched Battle of Gods. And during all that time, I was laughing, smiling, and enjoying the fight. I had an epiphany that Dragon Ball in its essence, it's just meant to be a fun, silly thing. It's meant to be a comedy. If I want to talk about the balance of hatred and breaking away from your sorrow or moving on or listening to others, I watch Naruto. If I want to talk about themes of strong friendship, of family, of togetherness, of adventure, I watch One Piece. If I want to talk about sacrifice and pushing yourself to the limit, or what it means to truly help others at the cost of everything, I watch Bleach! If I wanted to watch an anime where you had to deal with understanding your opponents, I won't watch Dragon Ball. I'm not going to sit there and go, I see. I watch Demon Slayer. If I want to talk about sacrifice, I watch Full Metal Alchemist. There's just so many shonen I've seen that have had deeper themes, better stories. Hell, I don't even have to go to shonen. There are also some light novels that are not just, oh, I'm transported into an alternate universe. I'm going to get laid multiple times. Right now, I'm reading a light novel called Full Metal Panic that deals with elements of war, PTSD, of using people as your own personal tools, and I love it. I would rather watch Full Metal Panic over Dragon Ball. I would rather watch Slayers. And watching Dragon Ball and laughing at all about that made me realize that. And that's why I don't like fics like this. I don't know how many people who are still with me were back in the days when we did Those Without Spines. But there was a line one of the Organization 13 said. That stuck with me. He said, go for all the serious and dramatic moments you want, but don't forget that this is still a game about you fighting alongside Donald Duck. And that's true for here. Go ahead. Have all your deep moments of, this is how Bulma and Vegeta got together. Have your cool bits of, this is what if Vegeta became SSJ. But never forget. Don't forget that this is still a story where Newton Rossi used Gamera as a flying vehicle. That this is a world with the ability to see a dinosaur while you're traveling in a flying car. That this is that type of world. It's true for any type of media. Go ahead, have a cool dark moment with Sanji reminiscing about his life. Go ahead, have a moment of Ichigo talking with Orihime about their kid. But don't forget the essence of the show. It's like I've been saying for the past 10 years. No. It can't be. Has it been that long? Let me check. Lappy, bring it up. Bring it up, Sweet Taste of Cake. Yeah, there it is. May 19th, 2014. Sweet Taste of Cake. We've done this for 10 years. Wow. Just wow. Yeah. A lot of wild things have happened, huh? Yep. Maybe after we're done with the next fic, we should do something special for it. Yeah. Life's too short to be raised on this. You know what, Trix, you're right. So in summary, I'll just finish off with this. When you're trying to do a fic like this, and you're trying to deal deep in these issues, just remember what characters you're writing for. Before you start taking away everything that makes them them, you're just writing your own OC. Those went down. Thousands more to go. See you next time.